Well, noisy trailer just going down the road there, but welcome to this latest upload. Hello to you all. And just in front of me, I've got a couple of little 040 industrial locos. Now, if you saw the last video, you might remember that I was going to have a little go at joining these together so I could double head them. Now, let's just bring them over this. Yeah, just bring them over the crossover and the set of points. And if I just try and get the camera in there, you might just see the piece of wire I showed you last week with a very small plug nestling just over the top of the front coupling of poly, the rear coupling of the little bright red industrial loco. And they are now indeed temporarily wired together. Now that gives us 4 axles to pick up with, and the ability to do a bit of nice slow running. So I'm just going to set these off so they can get used to the downward main line on this Tri-ang Super 4 layout. Not too fast, we'll just perhaps follow them round a little bit. There's a couple of diamond crossings just there, so that's the first one. There's the second one, and they can go on their way, familiarising themselves with the layout. Now, I was hoping to have another pair of locos finished for today, but time was just a little bit tight, so I only got the red ones done. And if you did watch the other video, you might remember I said I thought I was going to have poly at the head. Well, there was some sort of disagreement between them, and it now seems that the R455 chromium domed loco is leading. But anyway, they're going around. But look at this. This is the 1973 catalogue, and I've just got it out quickly because I want to show you that when we flick over into it, this is the first appearance of that little bright red industrial engine, that version. We've been looking at these for some time, the old R355s, but this is the R455, and an excellent set there with a ticket operated switch that operates the signal there and makes the train start and stop, so lots of play value. So if I just flick over again, we'll probably look at this catalogue again another day, but I think I have looked at it not too long ago. Indeed, there's the bright red Lord Westwood, and here's the new version of the industrial tank, and very splendid with that silver dome. So it's now R455, an eye-catching model with a sparkling performance to match, and I guess they mean to match its dome. So if I just get hold of this price list, and just while I try and get that, just check this cutaway model of the Princess Elizabeth, and that's a very similar Princess Elizabeth, just like the one I've got on the layout there, except that one doesn't have the smoke unit. Okay, back to the price list. We were talking about R455, so let's travel to the 1st of September 1973. 040 industrial loco, £3.40. So that was its opening price, and 73 was its first appearance. Okay, I think I want to do a little bit of moving around the layout. I'm not going to stop the camera, we'll try and do it all in real time. So a little bit of layout operations for you to watch today, so plenty of scope for me to make a few mistakes, but we've got some great wagons for these little industrial locos to haul away in a minute, and I think they're going to be able to produce some great performance. So I need those to go over point C, well, near point C, because I want to move the Princess Elizabeth. So I'm just going to sort out point C and set them to straight. Okay, now hopefully I'll now be able to draw this lovely Princess Elizabeth into the outer of the double track loops, because I have been running it a bit recently, but I don't want to use it today. So I'm going to store it away on this loop so I can get it out again when I need it. So okay, that is now safely stowed, and if I just go to my point switches, I'm going to put point C back to mainline running and open up points G. Now I've got a Hornby Dublo Class 20, so I'm going to see if I can now ease this out onto the upward main line. It might be a little bit reluctant because I haven't run it for a little while, so I'm just selecting it now and seeing whether I can move it off. So past points G, halt, points G now back to straight, and I'm just going to back it up. So let's see whether it's going to behave itself. No derailments. Now I have got some tank wagons for this right on the other side of the layout, so I'm just going to continue backing it up, and I hope you can see right over there. So let's just see whether these Hornby Dublo couplings play ball, and I think they have. So I'm just going to bring this into the station, actually, just store it away. So we've got some nice old tin plate wagons behind that, so that's now paused, so we can concentrate on the little 040s. So I just want those to go past points B, and then we're going to halt them. Okay, so that's them brought to a halt. Points B now I'm going to try and put to straight, and I'm reversing in. So let's just see how I do. You have to excuse my shaky hand. That was a little bit abrupt, but we'll see if the couplings liked it. I'm moving off forwards now. A long rake of wagons coming out onto the main line. So let's just let them get past points B. Points B now set to mainline running. I'm going to put this up to 50% on the controller, and we'll take a look. So they're just going through the big station, and then the two little red industrial engines that are working hard together, they're going to bring this long line of Wren wagons with some Tri-ang wagons at the back. Now look at this, what nice running from these two locos. So we're back in the 60s for Polly, and then 73 for the chrome dome up at the front, and that's just rather splendid. Let's follow it round one more loop. That's quite a tough pull all the way around that third radius set of curves there. More third radius curves, and then through the large station. But it's great smooth running from these two. With their pickups all coupled together, it's as good as having, well, it's as good as having a double pickup locomotive, isn't it? Right, well, they're going nicely, so I want to get this Class 20 into action now to finish off our running today. This had some new traction tyres a little while ago. Do enjoy running this Hornby Dublo Class 20. It's a quiet, smooth loco, and once it's been around the layout a few times, I'll perhaps slow it down a little bit. Just want the axles to rotate a bit. Bed in. There she goes. Smooth as silk. And here comes our little combination train. Trying to follow it so that you can catch it going past the freight shed. So I'm really hoping next time to have Blue, Connie and Nellie wired together the same, and then we'll see if they can pull maybe this rake at tank wagons. So that's one of my jobs for when I get some spare time in the coming week. But right now I'm just going to take a little bit of power off both locos, well, the double header and the Class 20, and we'll just enjoy a few more circuits of the Mainlines. So thank you very much for looking at this video and continuing to watch items on the channel. I hope you get some enjoyment from seeing these lovely vintage items running around, and I'll leave you to enjoy them now. So until the next video, I'll just say goodbye.